Welcome back, everyone. We are here for round 2. It's Patrick and Anthony. They've been playing a lot recently. You've seen Anthony on stream a few times over the past few weeks. Patrick has not been here recently. He's a long-term player.
I do believe it has been a couple months since I've seen Patrick here.
And he is making his return with a really fun team that I am excited to see.
Yeah.
It's Tornadus, Incarnate, Landorus, Incarnate, Fluttermane, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Amoonguss, and Incineroar. Gouging Fire, Fluttermane, Chenpao, Tinglu, Dragonite, and Ogerpon, Wellspring on Anthony's side, who Anthony has swapped off the Iron Crown Psy Spam stuff, which we've seen for the last couple weeks.
And he did pretty well with that too, so I'm interested to see how well he plays a new team.
I believe,
although he might have played this last week, I don't remember.
if I'm not mistaken, this is the team that Aaron Brock won with last week, Anthony? So
yes,
I believe so. Right. So I'm very curious because we have essentially what I think are two really strong teams in the meta. I've been talking about Double Genie to a lot of people today.
Yes, I'm also a Double Genie believer.
So,
and
yeah. So we're gonna
seeing Anthony's team make this. It's a really good team, and I do mean this with the utmost respect, but I do not want to play against Anthony's team at all.
That's like the biggest compliment as a player, though.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean that with the most respect possible.
We're going to see Dragonite continually lead on Anthony's side versus Instant and Amoonguss on Patrick's side. More passive lead. You do have Intimidate.
Unfortunately, the Intimidate does not do a whole lot in this position, just because of items and abilities from Anthony.
I quite like this positioning for Patrick right now because you have a relatively safe just go, boom, Spore into Dragonite, take out Tingler. Not much that can dodge that. You can swap Tingler out into Fluttermane. However, the question then is, do you really want to?
There's also like the insane possibility of calling the Tinglu swap out and just parting shot the Tinglu slot.
There is that too, actually,
which wouldn't be like a horrible, but it's very risky just because then you burn a turn and then Incineroar just takes a load of damage and it does not want to at all.
And what's interesting to me too is like if that's the case, like with Dragonite, you still get Spore on Dragonite, which is really useful.
But okay,
I'm assuming this is double protect. Maybe you don't.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just a scout double protect. Yeah. It's a very passive play, but it's a very important play just for the information game, especially with Amoonguss Rage Powdering.
That's actually just like yeah, Will-O-Wisp. I like Will-O-Wisp a lot instead of
yes.
Hold on. Let's just clear this up. This is knockoff Flare Blitz Will-O-Wisp Fake Out. It's no pivot move on Instant.
Oh, oops. Don't worry. I know how to read everybody.
We both know how to read. But that is fascinating. But you know, when you really think of it,
you don't always need it, especially if you have Will-O-Wisp. It's basically offensive. It's a very cromulent replacement.
And on this type of team, it is fantastic because you threaten everything on Anthony's side.
Absolutely. Oh, there goes Mr. Pencil.
It's not a Pokemon trainer without already dropped his pencil.
Oh no, first the pizza, now the pencil. Ooh, but we see a Scale Shot into Incineroar. This isn't going to do... Actually, this is doing a lot more than I thought it would, but the Citrus Berry proc is just going to undo quite a bit of that.
Not only that, but there's a free Will-O-Wisp onto the Stinglu right now, which means this Incineroar might survive. And partnered with that with a Spore from Amoonguss, which...
It's not a great position. Oh, okay.
I like that.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. Ooh.
It is a neutral. So no boost to burn anything. Incineroar takes
barely hangs on. That Citrus Berry matters so much. Those four loaded dice or Scale Shot rolls and the Citrus Berry part were huge for Incineroar here.
Yeah, that is massive. Although, you know, if you are Patrick, Instant coming in is really kind of fun. As we're going to see, you do have Fluttermane, and Landorus, really good combo into Tinglu because it does force the Tinglu to tear out a poison, and then after that, you can just go for the hits with
Landorus.
Exactly.
And just do a massive amount of super effective damage into the... Although, even though, yes, you will do a lot, it will still take a couple turns for Landorus to work through that Tinglu just because of Vessel and just how naturally bulky Tinglu just is.
Yeah. One thing I do want to also point out, this is a booster Fluttermane. Wow, it looks like it is speed control as well, has Icy Wind. It is a speed booster Flutter, so it's not special attack booster, but this territory, it has Dazzling Wind over Taunt
or even Shadow Ball, let's say.
Or Shadow Ball too, yeah.
But yeah, you don't necessarily need the ghost coverage in this meta.
Yeah.
And especially not in this matchup.
Definitely agree here. The good call on that Iron Hit does not knock out though.
Not enough though.
Needed that tear up. Which does put it into an interesting spot. The score is now in play on both sides here.
Anthony's side of the field is very beefy. But wake up, it's past noon.
There are a couple options of doing the Sludge Bombs just smart, and then Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam obviously is the right play, I think.
Yeah.
Not much. Dodge that.
Actually, maybe saving Terra here might be an okay option here, just because Flutter is so low, but the damage you get from that is also pretty important.
You also take a look at the Pokemon in the back, which would be opposing Flutter Mane, however, does not have Icy Wind, Dodging Fire, Ogerpon, and this Chen Pao.
Single Paragon, that.
Sorry,
oh no, it did. Yeah, because now Landorus can just, whenever goes down, start having fun doing a bunch of damage into that. Ooh, we see. Well, actually, that's the guaranteed sleep. And now Gina goes down.
I'm surprised we didn't see. Well, I guess we're gonna see an Earthquake if the Stingray wakes up. Yeah, Sludge Bomb.
Is it? Oh wait, yes.
Kind of.
I don't know why I was expecting a Heavy Slam, but then I remembered.
It's a lose to sleep though. That's kind of crucial for Patrick because now you do.
Yes, and that, but isn't it still a gamble on next turn for staying asleep? Because I believe this is the second turn.
Yes, so there's one more possible turn. Smart play there on the Spore coverage, just in case.
Yeah.
I think you need
that. Yeah, that was a very fair play.
And yeah, I also like the idea of not going for the Terra
comes out
because of that thing right there.
It's gonna be I don't know how well this Flutter Mane could take a Sucker Punch.
Regardless.
Actually, yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, you know, I think Rage Powder is just the right play there.
Yeah, just like Rage Powdering and then continuing to Dazzling Gleam, or maybe even Moonblast, just to like,
I think
Dazzling's fine just because you cover for the possibility that Qian Pao protects.
Let me get the Terra right.
I don't. Oh. Hello, home menu.
But there's one thing we've got to keep in mind. This Chen Pao has 3 contact moves: Sacred Sword, Sucker Punch, Ice Spinner. This move is the Rocky Bomb. Dazzling Gleam. You can just redirect the move, go for it.
Yeah.
However, there is a good call here for protecting your quick, and that's the best bet.
Yeah,
that would put
absolutely.
That would put Patrick in a really rough spot.
I 100% agree. Yeah, but it is unfortunately a big gamble on sleep.
Yeah, because now all of a sudden if Tinglu wakes up and it's going to get a free Earthquake, and that's not good.
Yeah, because this Flutter is not going to do even with Terra Fairy, it's just not going to do a whole lot of damage.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
And that was with a crit.
Oh no.
Patrick getting bailed out on sleep turns there. Honestly, at this point, I think you swap your Chen Pao out. I would go for, honestly, I would take the risk of just Sport. I feel like I would just Sport. I don't think, because I think, honestly, if you're Patrick, you're thinking, okay, well.
No, I don't disagree with the Rage Power there. I think the potential of breaking the Sash on the Qian Pao from a contact move is huge.
It's a bit,
and it just enables Flutter Mane to pick up the knockout onto the Qian Pao and then probably go down to whatever the Tinglu does because it's Tinglu and Flutter Mane.
Yeah. Well, Rage Powder gonna come out. I'm surprised we did not see a swap out on that Chen Pao actually. Dazzling Gleam should be able to get it down to focus that range. I would be really surprised if it's not. Tinglu is still not in the orange.
Yeah, the resist from the vessels. Ooh. Yeah, that's Pao. Goodbye, Pao. But that is a decent trade for the Amoonguss. Which means there's no more support dropping, but I mean, the thing is, the Amoonguss is so slow, and it's probably the slowest thing on the field anyways, that...
That's smart. It does break that regardless, even though it's yeah, you know, Patrick's in a rough spot at the moment. He's got an Incineroar at 4 HP, if I'm remembering correctly, and a full health Lander.
You do get the threat and the fake out, and phone call, and I'm going to ignore that, and
Who could interrupt Pokemon?
Yeah.
That's the most important thing in our lives.
I have a family back at home, but...
But yeah, we're going to see that Incineroar come back out with the Landorus, and we're going to see Ogerpon Wellspring, and this is kind of rough because Ogerpon Wellspring right now is known for going for these. Ogerpon Wellspring is known for going for max speed, which means it's going to outspeed the Landorus, and
Definitely Incineroar, and it's up to whether or not you want to call a fake out correctly. I think you just fake out the Tingaloo, or maybe even go for a Will-O-Wisp and hope you get very fortunate and hit your will, and the Wellspring just spiky shields and gets nothing done, and your Tingaloo goes down.
your best bet,
But I think Anthony just double protects here.
I think your best bet is to Will-O-Wisp onto the Ogerpon. Tingaloo should go down to an Earth Power. Question is an intimidated Ogerpon going to...
I think it is.
I think you're right.
Yeah, all right, there's one protect.
You're gonna see that double? Yeah.
2 protect. 1 protect, 2 protect, red cat, orange man. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Alright, but we get the fake out into the Tingaloo, so Incineroar does get to hang around for an extra turn.
Okay.
And we do see the Earth Power go into the Tingaloo.
Okay, Patrick is in a really rough spot, but there is one, what I like to call the emergency button. I personally think you just go Flare Blitz into the Water Pond slot, and then you go for my favorite, everyone's favorite move, the Sanseer Storm. You've got to have hope both hit.
Yes.
I think that's the only way that you win this.
You know,
And then you just got to hope that you don't go
I'm going to admit I'm very biased. I like clicking Sanseer Storm a lot.
It's
But
really
like,
made,
I do not advise it in a lot of cases unless it is an extreme 50-50 and like this.
Ooh, protecting is nice.
I think it might be to just call out the Ivy Cudgel into it maybe, but yeah, Patrick not looking very happy about that.
Yeah, I think
I think that was like I don't want to say obvious, but that was like the most correct play.
Yeah, because I think the thing is like.
Okay.
We are going to see now, and Ivy Cudgel goes out, it does out,
We'll see if the -1 is enough. Okay, the -1 was enough.
Had to go for Sanseer there.
And we see the Sludge Bomb. That's better than I thought it was. But maybe I didn't overestimate the power of vessels.
Yeah.
And like the ruinous abilities.
I do think that if you went for Sanseer there, it would have been the right call. I mean, you had to go for double into the ogre, but
you had to Sanseer and
hit.
Yeah, you had to hit and
both. If you missed one, it was over. Then
actually, I don't.
Because I think
actually, yeah, I think Vessel did. I don't want to say Vessel didn't matter there for that Sludge Bomb, but
it would have mattered.
I think it would have made the knockout into the Ogre Pond maybe a roll.
Yeah, it was rough because I'm thinking if you Sanseer, then you chip the Ogre Pond, you get rid of the Tingaloo.
You do decent. It's a quad resist in an Ogre Pond, and it's still enough.
It would have had to matter.
Or it wouldn't have done a whole lot just because quad resist and Vessel.
It was just a rough situation overall.
But yeah,
I think if you're going into game,
Anthony really did kind of end up pulling that back. Towards those last few turns, and good on him.
Yeah, I would have
loved to see good play.
I would have actually liked to see.
Not to diss on Patrick because he's also playing the best he can, and I think he's got. I still think he can pull this through.
Oh, for sure. I honestly.
And I do not say, and what I say, I do not mean it like dragging other players.
No.
I just want to clarify that for the audience.
I wouldn't. I'm not 100% sure on leaving Incineroar out here. I mean,
I think it's really weird because of Anthony's ability to just lead two things that completely ignore it and then just hit you back. And then we see the Fluttermane and the D-Knight. Okay. Against Fluttermane and Amoonguss.
It's a Flutter Off.
One is Booster, one is Specs. And the Specs one does carry Shadow Ball, which is good. Yeah, in this position, it makes this a lot less safe for Patrick's Flutter.
Especially because you have Dragonite, which can get the +1 speed boost. It's not going to be faster, but it could Terra Steel, and then it will be faster.
Yeah.
And so I think
Terra Steel, Iron Head will do a lot of damage to that Fluttermane, and even though like Amoonguss is there to just sit, I think at this point Amoonguss just sits on the field and just keeps redirecting with Wraith Powder.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine. That's what it wants to do in this situation.
Yeah. I think
there is a possibility you just protect and maybe spore something for the sake of slowing something down.
Yeah. But I just don't think it's. And yeah, Dazzling Gleam for.
It's very risky. Receive a Terra Fairy from Patrick.
I think Dazzling Gleam is really smart here because even if Dragonite doesn't go for +1, it is gonna go still be slower than Flutter.
It's still gonna take.
And kind of obvious Terra Steel.
Yeah.
You don't want to go down.
It'd be really funny if Terra Fairy Flutter Mirror. But no, yeah, Terra Steel is the best option in this situation, and I think depending on if Patrick Great Cut or not, I missed that. Oh no, okay.
It's a little surprising to me.
I think this is a big risk because now D-Knight can just rip the Big Iron Head into the Flutter unless Anthony just decided, ooh, that's fun. Just the Death Drop, and yeah, just not doubling into the Flutter main, and just allocating damage correctly.
Yeah.
And not just in case there was a great cover.
I was hoping it was
easy to sport into the Flutter main.
That's, I think, the right call.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
you have Landorus, which is now very, very safe.
Because, yeah, Landorus, oh boy. Is it Sancier time?
It might be Sancier time. As much as I love Sancier, I do think Earth Power into Flutter is the safer play as well as a Spore into Dragonite, because I don't think Dragonite can knock out the Landorus. And
Landorus might just swap, or I'm sorry, Dragonite might just swap into Tinglu or something.
Yeah, I mean,
and just try to keep Landorus under a little bit of check.
It just makes the option 2,
or protect damage.
Protect Dragonite, swap the right slide, the Flutter Main that is asleep into Ogerpon, and eat that
Earth Power. Ooh, I think Patrick clicked it. Okay, you see one Protect.
It's also safer.
The Protect makes a lot of sense. We see the Rage Shatter.
Sancier during this turn where you know the Flutter is going to stay asleep is a very nice, safe play. Because
I mean, you say safe, but it is.
It still can miss. Yeah. But on the bright side, if it misses, it's not going to. It doesn't be horrible.
It doesn't like. I'm gonna be there. Not that anyone's gonna be see. Matter if it misses, just because the Flutter's not getting anything done this turn besides burning a sleep turn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But Flutter's staying around from that Sancier.
What is this? Las Vegas Regionals? We're playing gambling with Sancier.
Oh boy. All right, where's the Metronome Iron Hands? I'm ready for it.
I'm just going to get a Regenerator boost as it swaps out into this Ogerpon Wellspring. It's a little risky because if you're Patrick, you do need to land both of these Sanciers.
I think that's fair because you need to. You do need to reset that special defense drop on.
Ooh, yeah, that was not needed.
And then getting a little bit of health back from that Regenerator onto that immediately. Yeah, and we see Sancier again, and it hits, and it's a double knock.
It connects with both.
Yeah, the souls for 2.
Now it's interesting. Very, very interesting because we have Ogerpon.
Iris, from a fellow Sancier enjoyer, I salute you, Patrick.
This is one of my favorite techs in the game is Sancier and Rain. It's just so fun.
I mean, you say with Rain. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's right. There's manual. Tinglu. Everybody get your I've wanted to do that for a while. Yeah,
I'm gonna unhear that cry again.
It's my favorite cry in the game.
Okay, so this is a very fascinating position.
This is a very funny position.
Yep. I think this is to me. I just think the best bet is to
Woodhammer Sludge Bomb into the Ogerpon, and if you call the and if you get that wrong and just get Spiky shielded, that's kind of okay because Tinglu can do some big damage in here, but it's not going to be enough for instant knockouts.
There's mind games as well of the whole, you know.
I mean, this is.
Are you gonna go for Protect? Are you gonna go or Spiky Shield? Are you gonna go for Heavy Cudgel and risk to follow me? Are you gonna go for the Horn Leech to just try and get rid of the opposing Ogerpon? Are you gonna go for Speed Ties or Risky Follow Me? Which I don't mind.
I don't hate that. I think it's just to call out an Ivy Cudgel, but unfortunately, yeah. I mean, it's okay. Now Amoonguss kind of gets to come back in here, and Ogerpon.
It's not.
I mean, Ogerpon will be able to do a decent amount to the Amoonguss, but it.
Ooh. Hanging on by a thread. I think, you know what's... We're going to
Welcome
be
back, Amoongus.
We're going to be in an Amoongus Tinglu endgame, aren't we? I think you click Spore on Tinglu here and protect your Landorus. You just kind of have to.
Yes.
Or if you expect the double protect,
Wait, no,
don't
you
protect
have
Landorus.
no, you have to. I think the correct play is Sludge Bomb with Amoongus into the Wellspring.
Yeah.
And protect Landorus.
That could be too. Or
Just because you cannot, if the Wellspring redirects, it will not fall asleep because of that grass typing.
Yeah. There's also the very, very heavy risk of what happens if Anthony double protects, which is very likely as well. And I think you could attack. I was going to say, I think you could attack this turn and Spore the Tinglu.
I mean, it's
to cover for that.
It's a ridiculously...
Yeah.
It's a turn that both of these players have to get right for... I forgot. Did Patrick Rage Powder or did he do something else? I guess we'll say. I guess we'll you know what? I'll stop. I'll wait. I'll be patient.
It was Sludge Bomb into the... Damn.
I mean, I think that...
It's double protect time!
Yeah. I think Patrick played that turn correctly. It's just Anthony played it more correctly.
Oh, Patrick getting that double protect has just shifted the whole game.
Holy Arceus. Almighty Bidoof. That was oh, but we get the, okay, but now, oh boy.
Okay.
And then is this enough? Okay, yeah.
Now the question, it's
You
once
never
again,
know what it is.
it's mind games again. Who is this Tinglu going to target? Is it going, do you go for the Spore, or do you protect the Amoongus and go for Earth Power?
Or
because it can't hit both.
Do you do something really, really funny and go for a triple protect on the Landorus? I don't think that's the correct idea, but it's like certainly the funniest.
Yeah, I think if you're Anthony, you get rid of the Lando right now, and yeah, Rage Powder helps you to hit it here. But the thing is,
Tinglu's got good damage. I don't know.
You're gonna need a Stance here. You're gonna need a Stance here.
I was gonna say you're gonna need an Earth Power drop, and then I remembered Sheer Force.
Let's keep in mind Earth Power does, I believe.
I don't think that I don't know how much that crit mattered.
40 HP, I don't think it mattered much.
44? Probably not. You're probably correct.
Based on what I saw about her.
Okay, now here's the chance. Do you go for Sandsear for that bonus base power?
It is a 10 base power. Is it enough?
Actually, I think isn't it with like Sheer Force? It's like closer to like
120,
17. Like yeah,
like 117 or something.
It's like a 3-point difference.
But it is single target.
Ooh.
Welcome to Pokemon. It is Sandsear Storm.
Yeah.
And with that, Anthony Ascencia takes game 2 and the match.
Anthony. Congratulations, Anthony. But like, Patrick, you also played this really well.
Yeah, I mean,
this was played really well, and like, it was unfortunate that like that end game had to go down to that Sandsear accuracy.
I mean, I don't blame Patrick in the slightest.
Oh no, absolutely not.
You had to. You had to.
It was the risk you had to take in that moment.
Yep. And what is interesting too is, what is interesting too is I think that
yes, welcome back, our faces.
I want to give major props to Patrick because
that was a really hard end game, and I'm sad that we didn't get to see a game 3.
Me too.
Just for this, like, not just for like the sake of seeing a third game, but just because I wanted to see Patrick adjust more.
And actually,
like his adjustments were already really good.
I was just about to say that Patrick
but
played
unfortunately, unfortunately, it was not enough.
And Anthony, I mean, for the first week with this team, now 2-0.
Potentially first week.
I
can't remember if we were
I believe
you might have.
If last week was when I was here playing the same team that I thought, then and Anthony, this is first week, and it is. I mean,
I'll trust you on that.
Fantastic job. I mean, going 2-0 against a veteran player.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. I mean, it shows that Anthony
at this point,
has
I'd say they're both pretty well-rounded veterans.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies in Pokemon. But stick around. Speaking of time flying.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that.